Indian economy is going through a streak of good news. First, we had the higher than expected last quarter GDP figure, which came at 7.4% year on year, which was better than the analyst expectation. Then inflation has been falling persistently for last many months thanks to lower price of international oil and good policy with the help of central banks. Then this year, the monsoon is also expected to be above normal, which is great news because of the close relationship between agricultural output and monsoon. Our crop system is very closely linked to the pattern of rainfall, monsoon in particular. So anything above normal is great news for agriculture sector, which in turn is great news for consumer because food inflation is a major part of it overall inflation. And better rainfall means lower food price. And lastly, we had 50 basis point interest rate cut by the central bank, which again was higher than the expectation. So overall, our macro picture looks really good. If we ignore the relative weakness of rupee, other factors are shaping up in a really good direction, and it gives us a great chance to unleash our full potential. But in order to shift to a higher growth trajectory, we need to keep few things in mind. And we need to work on that long-term strategy which can propel ourselves to a higher growth rate in the range of 7 to 8%. Because going into a new normal of growth rate between 6 to 7%. Unfortunately, that's not good enough to give good employment to millions of people who are joining our workforce every year. So we need to clearly think about long-term strategy, and few points are really important. First is the demographic dividend. We have been hearing about this for long now. India is one of the youngest country and certainly the youngest country among the major economy of the world. This gives us a good advantage in global economy. Thanks to a huge population, India is a big labor market and also a big consumer market. Developed countries are aging, their workforce are aging, and due to our cheap labor, we can keep attracting major investment into our country. But that demographic window is closing. We are not going to be young forever. So before we get old, we need to get rich. And so training our workforce becomes really crucial, especially in today's competitive economy. And the advent of technology like AI present another risk and opportunity for our workforce. If we don't train our workforce properly, our labor can be substituted away by AI. At the same time, if we can infuse good technical knowledge to our workforce, we can grab this opportunity as global CEOs are constantly talking about AI talent from India. And also to thrive in today's competitive economy, we need to significantly increase our investment in research and development because innovation is the backbone of today's competitive global economy. Then another crucial long-term strategy that we need to think about is geopolitics. We are clearly seeing that in last few months, especially in few important sectors, the frontier sector of economy, we see the world is getting fragmented into two different markets led by China and United States. As a result of this, major economies are restructuring their supply chain across the world and trying to build stronger relationship with their allies and partners and getting less and less dependent on their adversaries. India, due to its political structure, democracy, and cultural reason, is well positioned to attract investment from the Western world. But we need to play our cards right. We can become a crucial node in the global supply chain if we can play our cards right and attract Western investment in our country. Now, in this case, thinking through the lens of national security is crucial because as the world gets more and more divided along these two lines, investment will be looked through the lens of national security, so that's important. Then we also need to think about our environment. Due to our huge population and geographical features, we are going to be the country that will be among the worst hit by climate change and other environmental degradation. Just few weeks back, the monsoon arrived early and there were chaos in all major cities where rainfall came. Our infrastructure is not prepared to handle the changing climate, and this is putting huge strain on our infrastructure and the daily life of people. We need a clear strategy of mitigating climate change and adapting to the changing climate.